Yo, let's get to do. Oh shoot! Wait, I need to fix the lighting, anyways. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, bringing you guys another the Old Testament Unhinged. Today we got Genesis 19. I'm not gonna tell you guys anything about the chapter. We're just gonna read it together. I'm probably gonna hint at it in the thumbnail, but we're gonna figure out what this is about together. I'm gonna read through Genesis 19, and you guys are gonna be amazed, maybe disgusted, maybe a few other words that can fit the description. Let's just go. Let's just dive straight into Genesis 19. Genesis 19. We'll just start here. The two angels arrived at Sodom in the evening. I don't know how to say that. Sodom. We're just going to say Sodom. And Lot was sitting in the gateway of the city. When he saw them, he got up to meet them and bowed down with his face to the ground. "My lords," he said, "please turn aside to your servant's house." Let me move the mic a little closer. Oh, a little closer. "You could wash your feet and spend the night, and then go on your way early in the morning." "No," they answered. "We will spend the night in the square." But he insisted so strongly that they did go with him and entered his house. He prepared a meal for them, baking bread without yeast, and they ate. Before they had gone to bed, all the men from every part of the city of Sodom, both young and old, surrounded the house. Okay, let's pause. So what's happening right now? Basically, seems that Lot has invited two angels into his crib. They came over at 8. They wake up, people surrounded the house. So, yeah, I mean, young people, old people, it's just men, actually. It's just men. Young men, old men, just surrounding the house. Straight off the wake up. They called to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we can have sex with them." What? What? I beg your pardon. Remember, guys, these are men. These are men that we're talking about. We're not talking about women. Oh, no. No. We're talking about men asking for other men to have sex with. Okay, so what do we got going on here? We got a little bit of homosexuality. We got a little homosexuality going on here. Okay. Lot went outside to meet them and shut the door behind him and said, "No, my friends, don't do this wicked thing. Look, I have 2 daughters who have never slept with a man. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do what you like with them." That's just, I can't. That's just disgusting. Offering up your 2 daughters. Look, it was a different time back then, but wow. Just to all the men in the city, you're offering up your 2 daughters? That's a little, let me chill. "But don't do anything to these men, for they have come under the protection of my roof." "Get out of our way," they replied. "This fellow came here as a foreigner, and now he wants to play the judge. We'll treat you worse than them." They kept bringing pressure on Lot and moved forward to break down the door. But the men inside reached out and pulled Lot back into the house and shut the door. Then they struck the men who were at the door of the house, young and old, with blindness, so that they could not find the door. So I believe what happened here, right? The angels brought Lot inside, slammed the door, made everybody go blind. Now, the 2 men said to Lot, hold on. The 2 men said to Lot, Do you have anyone else here, sons-in-law, sons or daughters, or anyone else in the city who belongs to you? Get them out of here, because we're going to destroy this place. The outcry of the Lord against his people is so great that he has sent us to destroy it." So Lot went out and spoke to his son-in-laws, who were pledged to marry his daughters. He said, "Hurry and get out of this place, because the Lord is about to destroy the city." But his sons-in-laws thought he was joking. What's rule number 1 of the Old Testament? What's rule number 1? Everybody knows it. What's rule number 1? You listen to God. You listen to the Lord when he speaks. Because if you don't, see, nowadays we can, disobey freely and not see too much consequence right away. But in this time, dead. Off with the head. You're dead. With the coming of dawn, the angels urged Lot, saying, "Hurry, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, or you will be swept away when the city is punished." When he hesitated, the man grasped his hand and the hands of his wife and his two daughters and led them safely out of the city. Okay? For the Lord was merciful to them. As soon as they had brought them out, one of them said, "Flee for your lives. Don't look back and don't stop anywhere in the plain. Flee to the mountains or you will be swept away." Now, these are the angels talking, saying, "Hey, flee for your lives. Don't look back. Don't stop anywhere." What's rule number one? You listen to the Lord. Angels count. You listen to the angels too. All right. You listen to the angels. And it's like, it's like when an older sibling tells you something, like a much older sibling. You listen. But Lot said to them, "No, my lords, please. Your servant has found favor in your eyes, and you have shown great kindness to me in sparing my life. But I can't flee to the mountains. This disaster will overtake me and I'll die. Look, here is a town near enough to run to, and it is small. Let me flee to it. It is very small, isn't it? Then my life will be spared." He said to him, "Very well, I will grant this request too, showing a lot of grace here. I will not overthrow the town you speak of, but flee there, quickly, because I cannot do anything until you reach it." That is why the town was called Zoar. By the time Lot reached Zoar, the sun had risen over the land. Then the Lord rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. Thus he overthrew those cities in the entire plain, destroying all those living in the cities, and also the vegetation in the land. But Lot's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. Guys, what's rule number one of the Old Testament? You listen to the Lord when he speaks. This is what happens. You will die. She became a pillar of salt. A pillar of salt. Dead. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and returned to the place where he had stood before the Lord. He looked down toward Sodom and Gomorrah, toward all the land of the plain, and he saw dense smoke rising from the land, like smoke from a furnace. So when God destroyed the cities of the plain, he remembered Abraham, and he brought Lot out of the catastrophe that overthrew the cities where Lot had lived. Guys, here's where it gets good. Or weird, or whatever you want to call it. This is definitely weird. Lot and his 2 daughters left Zoar and settled in the mountains. Okay, pretty normal so far. Lot and his 2 daughters, just settling in the mountains. For he was afraid to stay in Zoar. He and his 2 daughters lived in a cave. Cavemen. That's nothing too weird, right? Nothing too weird. One day the older daughter said to the younger, "Our father is old, and there is no man around here to give us children." Where could this be going? As is the custom all over earth, let's get our father to drink wine and then sleep with him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they said it. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And preserve our family line through our father. Doesn't sound any better the more you read it. Might actually sound worse the more you read it. That night they got their father to drink wine. They're actually doing it. And the older daughter went in and slept with him. He was not aware of it when she laid down or when she got up. That man was faded. The next day, the older daughter said to the younger, "Last night I slept with my father. Let's get him to drink wine again tonight, and you go in and sleep with him so we can preserve our family line through our father." How young are these women, right? That's what I want to know. This just already seems so wrong. Oh my gosh. So they got their father to drink wine again that night also. And the younger daughter went in and slept with him. Oh my goodness. They both slept with him. He doesn't even know. He's faded. He's actually faded. Again, he was not aware of it when she laid down or when she got up. Both of Lot's daughters became pregnant by their father. The older daughter had a son, and she named him Moab. He is the father of the Moabites today. The younger daughter also had a son. She named him Ben-Ami. He's the father of the Ammonites. Now what, right? It's like, are they ever going to see... I hope they see somebody ever again, because now they have 2 sons. So, they can't... unless they pipe their moms. Oh, this is just not good. Guys, imagine that, right? Let's just imagine together. I don't even really want to imagine this, but let's just imagine it. If you're a guy, imagine being a father. Having 2 daughters that you've raised, let's just say for 20 years. And you know, you guys are alone. And one night, you guys are living in a cave together, and they just want you to drink for some reason. They just want you to drink. So you're like, okay, I'll entertain this. You drink a few glasses of wine, and then they want you to drink more. You're like, okay, well, I'm already a little buzzed. I don't know if I can drink more. They're like, drink it, Dad, now. So you drink glasses of wine, and you wake up not knowing what happened. Then the next night, they want you to drink again. So the same thing happens. You wake up the next day. A month later, both your daughters have little bumps on their tummy. Oh, man. Oh, man. I wonder how sick Lot was when he found out. Like, how genuinely sick to his stomach was he? Was he like, oh, okay, I mean, it's not that big of a deal? Or was he like, oh, Lord, I did that with my daughters? I just can't even imagine. I just can't not even imagine. This is, I don't know what's crazier. The last story or this one? Because getting schmited for, you know, pulling out is a little crazy. But this is definitely crazier, actually. This is definitely crazier. This is insane. This is incest. This is incest. If this happened today, would you be going to prison for this? No, well, they would definitely go to prison for this. They got their dad drunk without him really knowing. And then he didn't really consent to it. And that's just incest. Is incest a crime, guys? I really don't know this. I really don't know if incest is a crime. Anyways, guys, that is the story for the day. Yeah, they got with their dad. Pretty insane, pretty disgusting, pretty gross, pretty nasty. But pretty necessary, I guess so. You know, I mean, it's in the Bible for a reason. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the story, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, do all the things. Remember, guys, God is good. God is great. Stay up, stay blessed. And I love you guys so much. Jesus loves you too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.